In 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, beloved. I'm Gordon McGee. This is the No Pills Podcast, Love Fully Scripted. And today, we're back with some more reaction videos, friends. This stuff just doesn't stop. My camera roll is full, loaded up, or my little saves, and I just, I enjoy these a little bit sometimes. I like to hear from you, get your feedback, and see what you think about the craziness going on in the modern dating world, marketplace, whatever you want to call it, and just life in general in this age in which we currently live. Jesus is on his way back, friends. Are you ready? Maranatha, are you ready? Let's roll the footage.
It's gonna hurt someone's feelings, but what's a green flag that low-key gives you the ick? Oh, I know my answer, and my answer is for surely gonna hurt somebody's feelings, but I truly don't. I cannot date a man who is a good father. There's always a back-to-school night, a parent-teacher conference, a birthday party, a play date, a recital, a game. There's always something that he has to be at.
I really hope and pray that a lot of this is just jokes. That none of this is serious. I pray this is satire. Oh, Lord, the words of Christ are coming true, friends, right before our very eyes. Have mercy on us.
The top comment on this video says, "This is what pro-life people don't see. No one ever wants an abortion. It's painful and you do grieve, and it's never an easy decision." No, we do see it. We know that this is how so many end up after the abortion industry is done with them. A mother having her own son or daughter killed is never what is best for her, and we know that. This video and all of the comments underneath it of women who have experienced the exact same thing is what the abortion industry hopes nobody sees. Ask yourself why Planned Parenthood doesn't ever share stories from women who were like this. Why don't they ever post on Instagram about the serious physical complications, the mental complications, the guilt, the shame, the depression that you very well may experience after an abortion? Because they're a business, and the truth about abortion is really bad for their business. So Planned Parenthood will continue to just post boss babe illustrations, and they'll pretend to be trailblazers for women's health while tens of thousands of women suffer in silence because of them.
The reality that abortion clinics and that abortions are a business, but yet promoted as healthcare, is pretty scary. It's like, credit card companies that go and target college students, right? Want to make sure you stay in debt. The college loan wasn't enough. We've got to go give you these credit cards with high interest rates, knowing that you can't pay them back. It's like targeting. It's like big tobacco when they were targeting children. It's like, don't let us never forget. It's a business. It's a business.
And she called me and said, "I just want to tell you I'm pregnant, but don't worry, I'm going to take care of it tomorrow." And I said, "Well, what does that mean exactly?" And I think I kind of knew, right? And I said, No, I tell you what, I'll come there and we'll get married. She said, "Well, I don't want to marry you." I said, "Okay, fine, I'll take the kid and I'll raise it. You don't even have to meet it." She said, "I just started a new career. I'm not going to go to work pregnant and then just not have a baby." "Well, let's give it up for adoption then." I was begging. I said, "Don't do anything. I'll be there first thing in the morning." She said, "Don't bother coming. My appointment's at 7 a.m. and it'll be done by the time you get here." And the last thing I remember saying on the phone to her was, screaming at the top of my lungs, "Please don't kill my baby." And she said, "It's not a baby and it's not your decision." And she hung up. I just remember screaming and yelling at the top of my lungs and throwing stuff around my apartment. It impacted the rest of the next 10 years unknowingly.
That's heavy. I think we don't really talk about the male experience with abortions. I think men are usually painted as absentee fathers anyway, and so we don't care. That's half your DNA there, Chief. You must have intercourse with someone that is your husband or wife and that you are equally yoked with, and you share the same values about life, afterlife, death, morality, friends. So while I sympathize for this brother to some degree, he should have done a better job at being a man of integrity and had a better selection process and not just spreading his seed around, because, gentlemen, this is the risk. This is the risk.
What's the weirdest propaganda you feel like movies have tried to push on you in your lifetime? For me, I grew up with tons and tons of movies that kept saying that the worst thing a man could be is a grown-up. You see a lot of love triangle romances like this, where the guy you're supposed to be rooting against, his only sin is that he's just kind of normal. He's got like a job and stuff, but then some other guy, a bad boy, would come along and it doesn't matter that he like sleeps in his car. Or if
Yo, that Notebook is wicked, bro. That Notebook is wicked. I remember seeing that thing and didn't want to see it, and then saw it. Oh, I'm like, oh, you cry. Oh, yeah. Yo, bro, you just rooted for the devil, man. You shouting out to the dude to just, come on, man. Tell this guy I'm gonna marry you. He all, this brother talking. He's speaking the truth right now.
both of the guys are financially stable, you're supposed to root for the one that is less emotionally stable, the one that is more childlike. And sometimes they would code it as, well, he only cares about his career and money, and he only cares about her. And if you're a teenager, that sounds great, but once you grow up, you realize, well, yeah, having a career sucks up a huge amount of your energy. And he just mathematically does not have the same amount of free time. Now, some movies will take the extra step of having the more grown-up, stable option turn out to just be outright evil. But
listen, there was enough room on that door for both of these people. I said it.
Titanic, the scene that makes you like Jack more than the other guy is that for fun, the other guy just sits and has quiet conversations with his business partners, where when he has fun, he has big, loud parties.
And don't forget all the fornication going on in these films. Don't forget that. Don't forget the fornication.
And the movie portrays it as him living more authentically or living life to its fullest, but he's really just living like a teenager. Like in The Wedding Singer, you're still rooting for her to pick the rock star over the finance guy, whether he's evil or not. And you often get lines like this from the film Ocean's 11.
Does he make you laugh?
He doesn't make me cry.
But this is not just a thing in romance movies aimed at women. In adventure films, often the guy who's like the big obstacle to the hero, it's just some dude doing his job. It's just a guy who applied for a job in an office and is doing the stuff that job requires. His big sin is that he's not rebelling against the system like the hero. And the hardest thing you find out when you become an adult is that this is harder, like objectively harder. It's being surrounded by good people who need you, your family and your coworkers and customers.
Somebody's going to argue against that, right? I think the entrepreneurs will probably be like, nah, bro, it's harder to be an entrepreneur. It's harder to break the cycle, get out of the rat race and stop being a worker bee. So I can hear those thoughts already echoing down in the comment section.
To show up every single day and to do the job and to do it well and to be detail oriented. To be the boring adult in the situation is heroic.
All right. Okay. All right. Be heroic. Be boring.
I don't like makeup. I'm against makeup. I don't think it's good for women, and I don't think they really need to be using it, honestly. I think it takes away.
That's awesome.
Makeup it's capitalizing on women's insecurities when it's something that they can easily fix.
This girl is exercising a demon out of this girl in this blue dress or blue top. Got a demon coming out of her. Look at it. That truth is woo, agitating that fallen spirit or those fallen spirits in her. Look at it.
I think it takes away from a woman's natural beauty, and also it is so bad for you. Like, you think about how skin absorbs things. When you read the ingredients on a foundation bottle,
they don't want to believe it, man. They don't want to believe it. Wow. Arguing against science even.
what is in it? You can't even pronounce it. It's a bunch of crap that you're putting on your face. And that is in turn making your skin worse. So you have to keep buying more foundation to cover up what it's creating. I don't like makeup.
I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but the anger I get from making eye contact with a man is like so ridiculous sometimes. Look at the hives I just got, literally just from making eye contact with a man. I literally feel so disgusted. I feel like... like... Ew! It stresses me out! Don't look at me!
All right, listen. Mental illness is real. Okay, it's real. Fellas, it's real. Like we our freedom is at stake at this point. Okay, just going outside. We've got to be careful. This is insanity. Okay, this is just straight up sheer insanity. I don't even this woman should not be allowed into public spaces. Like she should stay home. Maybe get therapy. What are we talking about? Why are you posting this online? And I wonder what the comment section looks like. Oh my goodness.
The ick list. Apparently we have to add making eye contact to the list of things men aren't allowed to do. This is unhinged for so many reasons.
Yes.
But might I start by addressing the hypocrisy in
Come on.
Because in order to make eye contact with someone, you also have to be staring at their face, right? What she's essentially saying is that she has every right to stare directly at men's faces, but if they dare look back in her direction, she will have a full-on mental breakdown. But you know what, honestly? I think we should just let Darwinism do its thing. Look, I'm just saying, if you literally...
All right. No Pills Podcast. We don't believe in evolution, but moving on, folks, is crazy. I better be careful out here.
Maybe being a stay-at-home mom is not hard, but even after a hard moment with your kids have passed, you continue to talk about it with your husband, sister, mom, your family group chat, your friends. So you're constantly talking about it, which makes it feel like it's all the time. When in reality, it was a small minute or two of your day, and because you spent all day focusing on that, you didn't do the dishes, clean up messes as you go, and spent scrolling TikTok looking for creators who sympathize with you, but are actually just keeping you stuck in misery.
Who said that?
Maybe being a stay...
Somebody took some strays. Why she doing y'all like this? And she pregnant with another baby on the way. Hey, yo. Ladies, was she right? In the comment section, let me know. Was she right? Yo, that's crazy. Fire.
If I tell you to leave me alone, and you leave me alone, you're legit dead to me. Like, I can't believe.
Well, that's stupid. But when you're ready for an adult relationship, science can help you grow into it. I'm Max Butterfield, Dr. Max Butterfield. I study this kind of thing for a living. 3 science-backed facts you should know. Number 1, healthy women do not...
Shout out to Max, Dr. Max Butterfield. We see you, Max. We love you, brother. I don't know nothing about it. He could be a nutcase for all I know. But look, she crazy. Listen, the level of mental illness in the world is high. High in North America. I don't say the word, but North America is high. Digital products jacked us up, man. We are ruined.
Games with their boundaries. Full stop. Enough said. End of story. Number 2, men are taught from an early age that no means no.
Yes.
They know the value of consent. So if you tell a man, I'm not interested in you, chances are he's going to take your word for it.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, there is a much better way, and that is open and honest communication. No games. Speaking of no...
Who would have thought about that? No games. Who would have thought?
Games. If you're tired of the games from the influencers, follow me for daily science-backed reels about love, dating, attraction, relationships.
Shout out to you, Dr. Butterfield, giving them the business. Yeah. All right, prepare yourselves. We're about to roll into some melanated drama, some melanated melancholy, melanated mayhem.
I used to date nothing but white girls in high school.
Ooh.
Because I remember being told I was black and ugly by black girls. So then when I dated the white girls, you know what they told me? I was a sellout for dating the white girls. But hold on, the white girl told me my skin color was pretty. It looked like chocolate to her. To you, it was ugly and it looked dirty. And you black like me. Then I got to college. I said, okay, I found black women attractive. There was a whole lot of them downtown Atlanta. So I remember walking up to this black girl who was walking at little 5 points. I walked behind her and I said, excuse me, miss, because I thought I could talk to black girls the way I talk to white girls. Be really nice and friendly and cordial to them. I said, excuse me, miss. She didn't say anything. I thought, she must couldn't hear me. I said, excuse me, miss. She stopped, turned around and did me like this. I know you didn't, and walked off.
I don't know, man. This is a lot. Everyone should be free to have their preferences. I don't know why we want to berate people for having their preferences. I think whatever your preferences are, those people who don't fall within your preferences, you shouldn't talk down on or mistreat or say they're of less value. And when someone does not select you because you're not their preference, you shouldn't beat them up about their preference either. We could all just be mature adults and maybe life would be a better place. I don't know why there's this need, maybe because there's money in it, right? Maybe there's a need to perpetuate the male-female drama and battle online, because that's what people watch, right? That's what people want to see. You know, we all like a good fight, unfortunately.
This might piss some people off, but it has to be said.
Okay.
Not every tear means someone's a victim, and not every man is automatically the abuser. Let's talk about vulnerable narcissism in women, the face of narcissism nobody wants to address. We've been trained
coming in hot, coming in heavy,
to see narcissism as arrogance, grandiosity, and entitlement,
Okay.
usually in men.
Yep.
But vulnerable narcissism wears a completely different mask.
Listen, whoever first spoke this word narcissism online, I am done with females online, not all females online, women online, using this word every chance they get. And some don't even know what it means. So let's hear our sister out here.
It hides behind pain, it hides behind sensitivity, it hides behind the very real experiences of trauma, but weaponizes those experiences as a tool to control.
Weaponized.
Here's how it plays out. A woman gets dysregulated and demands that her entire family reorganize around her emotions. She'll control partners with phrases such as, "You need to change if you want me to feel safe." She manipulates co-parenting dynamics. This is where I see it a lot, mandated co-parenting dynamics, by turning the children against their father because she feels threatened, abandoned, and wounded. Here's the part that stings. Yes, her pain is real, but that does not make her behavior healthy. Emotional dysregulation does not justify emotional control.
Emotional dysregulation does not justify emotional control.
Your trauma is not your partner's debt to pay. In fact, research shows that this is not just anecdotal. Dr. Pinus and Kain, they describe vulnerable narcissists as hypersensitive and control-seeking through victim narratives. In parental alienation research, we see clear patterns of emotional manipulation used as punishment in co-parenting dynamics. But what's really interesting in all of this, nobody wants to consider this abuse when it's wrapped up in female fragility. The Me Too movement exposed real abuse, but it also gave some women a shield to hide behind and to avoid accountability. If you cry enough, society will believe that you are the victim. But if a man did these same controlling behaviors, monitoring where you go, who you talk to, demanding constant reassurance, we'd call it emotional abuse. Control is control, no matter who is doing it. And sometimes covert female narcissism hides in plain sight because we confuse tears with truth. This is not about blaming women. Don't get your knickers in a twist, loves. This is about owning that dysfunction wears many faces. True healing requires that we are willing to call out unhealthy patterns. It's very easy for us to all do it externally until it's time to do it on ourselves, even when it's uncomfortable. Don't believe me? I'll link the research down below, because knowledge is power and ignorance is a choice.
Then she brought receipts. Oh my goodness. All right, ladies, keep using that word narcissism. Get it right. You want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Listen, man, there's narcissists on both sides. Amen. Find Jesus, friends. Lock in.
If you was in a long-term relationship with a man, would you want him to take full control over the health and wellness in that relationship?
No.
No?
Why is he telling me what to do?
What? He knows a lot more about fitness and health.
He doesn't.
No?
I'm not listening to a man. I'm so sorry.
He does not know more about fitness than me. Look at...
Why not?
Because why is he not listening to me?
Let's just say if you was in a relationship...
Why is he not listening to me? Because you're...
with me, and I wanted to get you in better fitness, would you listen to me?
How much money does your company make a year? Like, I think that's the question. Like, if I'm listening to you, like, the paycheck needs to match the advice you're giving me.
She's not listening right now. She has a problem listening. She's not listening. She's just there to argue. What does my money have to do with the results you see in my physical body? My physical body.
Fortune 500 company, okay, I'll listen. Because I'm getting paid to listen at that point.
Okay, so what if you had type 2 diabetes and I wanted to help you reverse that? Would you listen to me then?
Well, you can't reverse type 2 diabetes, unfortunately.
What? Oh, bro, are you serious right now, bro?
You can't reverse type 2 diabetes, and she's worried about how much money you make and if you're a Fortune 500 company.
Why do you say that?
Well, you can ease the symptoms with lifestyle changes, but like you can't really get rid of it 100%. We don't even really know what causes diabetes, medically speaking.
Most of type 2 diabetes come from being overweight to obese and having an excess of
if you're trying, okay, yes, you're trying to get your woman in shape, but like where are those standards coming from?
This is so painful. I would be surprised if she does not change, go to Jesus, go to God and get her character to change, that she would ever be married.
Standards are coming from the man having higher standards and health and wellness than you do. So if he's able,
with that man, I'm so sorry.
If he's able to communicate that to you, he can improve your health and wellness and for you to live a longer, healthier lifestyle.
This is a prime example why fit people tend to want to date other fit people.
Fam, I don't even know if this is about being fit. I think this is about being able to listen and communicate and take constructive criticism, being able to be led and not have to be the leader in every situation as a human being. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy work.
And get on this app and say we want to fit women. This is why. On this same app, they said men aren't real leaders if they want to fit women. You're supposed to teach a woman how to lose weight and develop a fit lifestyle. Unfortunately, this is the mindset of a lot of people who have their mind made up and they don't want to get fit. Why is the gender war?
Just don't want to get fit and make excuses.
Or hitting the fitness space. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman giving a man or a woman advice. If it's right, it's right.
Why is the gender war hitting the fitness space? The brother's got a point.
People go their whole life with all these big back-ass habits, and somehow they're an expert on health and fitness.
Big back. Woo! Let them cook.
There's plenty of evidence and science out there that shows that type 2 diabetes comes from poor lifestyle. So you're only going to listen to someone if their income is at a certain level or their business is at a certain level. Yeah, it's cooked out here. Fit people, if you want a fit person, that's fine. It's not shallow, because who wants to deal with that? Not to mention, you deal with that and go to the gym and see a fit baddie, you coming home mad as Don't even waste your time and your energy trying to fix someone like that and change their mindset, because it ain't changing. Only thing she changing is restaurants, plates, margarita flavors, and she's changing clothing size because it's going up. And a lot of y'all probably need a man to tell y'all to get y'all to the gym, because y'all girls keep lying to y'all with this body positivity. Keep listening to your girls. You're going to look like you got shoulder pads on and you in preseason NFL camp.
Girls who have fathers that are not at home start puberty sooner.
Yes. Having another
This is so deep. This is so crazy. This is true. This is wild. Scary wild.
male move in who's non-biologically related. It elicits development in her earlier.
Whoa.
Isn't that remarkable? In girls, that broken relationship with dad is linked to a couple of things. One is an increased likelihood of depression. Also, her sexual trajectory. A father's closeness to his daughter sets her reproductive trajectory.
Whoa. Are you serious?
Remarkable. The likelihood of a girl engaging in more dangerous or risky sexual behaviors is dramatically increased when she has not experienced the closeness of a relationship with a father.
That part, I think most of us, we acknowledge, recognize, and wouldn't even argue it. But the fact that her menstrual cycle and puberty and all that can be impacted by the hormones of a man that is not her father in her dwelling is crazy. Wow.
The love of a father, and it's his being present in the family, married, but also his closeness to her, gives her a sense of what masculinity feels like that is truly loving.
Wow.
Women want to be they want to be taken care of. I know this is like super provocative. Like deep down, they want a man to be able to provide for them financially.
Should a man pay on the first date?
100%. Like, what kind of a wuss beta male is splitting the check? But like, who are you? It's like, I'm just sorry. It's
Wait,
so. I would go into debt and like scrub dishes before a woman paid for it.
I split the check quite a lot.
So I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you. You guys are great. That's incomprehensible to me. I think that's
to me. I thought it was a great financial decision. I've just
okay. So from your prism, I totally get that, and like you have really good financial discipline. I'm sorry, like I would be so humiliated if
I'm more with you.
I mean, it's like I find that to be like the greatest beta male like humiliation
to save money.
To like the idea
humiliation
that a woman that you're trying to court. Now, if it's like a friend thing
as a first date, you don't even know if she's like
matter.
The quality.
It does not matter. I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
By the way, that money you save is not worth the honor that you compromise.
The honor.
It's such a big deal.
It's a massive deal.
Cooking him. All right, let me know, Charlie over there, right? About a man should always pay, unless there's like a friend thing going on. I'm inclined to be on his side with this. I've never got the inclination to allow a female to pay for me if we're out, dinner, anything. Just never crossed my mind, never even entered my mind for that to happen. But I will say this, my first date, official date with the woman I went on to marry when we were at college, she did pay for. So I guess I was punk. I had no honor. I was a broke college kid, man. But I ended up marrying that woman. And you can be sure I paid for every date after that. Crazy.
So I'm a virgin at 34. We know, I say it all the time.
Shout out to you.
But a comment I get often is that I'm too pretty to be a virgin. But don't worry, I'm not trying to gas myself up.
You know what's crazy about this thought process from people? And I think I've made this observation as I've lived a little longer on this third rock from the sun. Beauty can sometimes be a curse. It's almost speaking to the almost reality that attractive people have more options, more temptations, and maybe are more likely to be promiscuous or to have sex before marriage because of the level of attention that they are going to receive in their lifetime. If she fits that category, who knows? She got blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm sure someone's all over this. You know what I mean? But anyway.
Okay, calm down. But I do think it's something we should dissect. So let's do that. First of all, you think I'm pretty? Thank you so much. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm not a dummy. I know I could have had 100 boyfriends by now.
So, okay, could have had 100 boyfriends. The question is, could you have been married by now? And why are you not married at 34? Always going to be a question for, I think, the rational person. Like, okay, yeah, you say you're pretty and you're attractive and your personality is okay, beyond tolerable maybe. And it's like, so why haven't you found someone of a similar mindset in your teens, in your 20s, late 20s, 30s? Just because it's not all about beauty. When it comes to marriage, there are a lot of men there's some men probably who recognize, I would hope, that, yeah, I have to live with you for the rest of my life. If all you have is beauty, we're in trouble. I'm in trouble.
But I also think that pretty much any girl could have done the same. I don't
True.
think I'm special. I mean, I do think I'm special, obviously. I'm me. When you really break it down, like, I just don't get it. That I'm wasting something by not giving my body away. Like, it's weird. It's not that I can't go out and...
I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you, sis. Like, yo, being a virgin, let's do it.
I really think young women are watching 1,000 men and going, I think I could do that.
Yes, I can.
All right. I hate to even give this light. This may not even make the video. Okay? This may not even make the video. Trying to set records for sleeping with the most men in a set amount of time is disgusting. And the only reason why I may leave this in here is because she's going to roll into some data, statistics, or at least some experiences, some anecdotal experiences about young girls actually wanting to mimic this behavior.
Prove it. And here's how I can prove it. 10 years ago, when OnlyFans started, there were not very many creators on it doing As this has become normalized and as there have been certain breakout stars, this is very mainstream and very popular, famous women.
Wait, so how does that prove that young women are watching it and going, ooh, now I should f 1,000 men?
My husband just was on a podcast with a girl who was like, yeah, I dropped my OnlyFans while I was still in high school. I started thinking about it when I was 15. And she literally said, I'm watching all these famous women make bank and become famous. They can get plastic surgery. And I want that. I don't want to work a wage slave job my whole life. So I started planning early. This is the result. It matters what we do, and it matters what we popularize in the culture. And to say it doesn't and to pretend like, well, it shouldn't matter what I do. It does matter what you do. And that's what you realize when you get older.
By beholding, you become changed.
Don't you dare let that man touch you. If he ain't your husband,
preach.
If that is not your husband,
preach.
Don't you dare.
Preach.
Don't you dare give him the cootie cat. I don't care if you're in your luteal phase. I don't care if you're going through things. I don't care how bad life gets. Do not sleep with that man. If he is not your husband, he don't deserve you. And I will stand on that. There are very few things that I will advocate for with everything, but this is one of them. Absolutely, I do not play about, okay? We live in a perverted world. A lot of men would be much more comfortable putting a baby in you than actually marrying you, and you need to stand 10 toes down, and you need to be absent. You need to lock in, twin. You need to lock
in, twin.
People, specifically Gen Zers, legit naked at the gym. There's some things that are like too much. I just saw a girl literally in a swimsuit top and sweatpants walking to the gym.
Talk to them.
It's a free country, we can dress how we want. We get it. Can you just like be normal?
I seen this lady get a ton of hate over this video, but she's completely right. Let's be honest for a second. Nobody's doing this for comfort or to be confident. They're doing it because they want eyes on them and they know it. And let me be clear, I'm not talking about the person wearing a sports bra and shorts. That's fine. But it does get to a point. You know the type of person I'm talking about, where it's not about working out to them, it's about being watched. The sad part about this whole thing is that they're attracting attention from the same type of men that they're going to complain about in the future. See, I was just in the gym and I seen a girl in pretty much a bra and thong, and I thought to myself, thank goodness my woman covers up. You see, that's not control, that's class. A real man values modesty, not how much skin you show. But dressing like that gives me confidence. Confidence isn't loud, doesn't need validation. Let's stop pretending like this is empowerment. It's not. It's desperate, it's gross, and it's kind of embarrassing.
Ladies, the men are right. We need to start dressing more modestly in the gym.
No, just put a shirt and pants on. Like, you're going to the gym in your bra and underwear.
Talk to them.
And acting like us saying to put a shirt on equals you dressing in an Amish attire. Do you all just look at your closets and say, yeah, let me be as naked as humanly possible when I go out in public? It's pathetic. Call your father and apologize. That is so tough.
Ladies,
call your father.
My thing is, why are we giving you money and you don't even you getting rid of it? Like, you don't even want the responsibility, okay? And we are rewarding women for terminating their pregnancy and then calling a man a deadbeat. So if the father doesn't want the baby, by law, he's forced to be responsible for the baby for 18 years. They make him pay child support. They'll put him in jail. They'll take his license, everything, if he doesn't want the baby. But if the mother doesn't want the baby, she gets to terminate the baby and get a pat on the back. And they call the father the deadbeat. But you the deadbeat, mama, not the daddy. You deaded the beat. You stopped the heartbeat. You're the deadbeat, not the man, not the dad. So, I mean, at the same time, they want equal rights. Well, if a woman should be able to abort a baby when she doesn't want it,
then the man should be able to walk away when he doesn't want it.
A man should be able to abandon the baby when he doesn't want it. And then we can be able to see how ridiculous all of this really actually sounds.
I know. I sound like a broken record. Friends, you can't improve on God. It is so... God is perfect. He's saying, listen, wait till you are married, be equally yoked, be aligned, be one flesh with this person until death do you part. Have intercourse responsibly. Don't just have a bunch of babies you can't take care. I mean, there's, man, just willy-nilly with the abortions, man. It's crazy. It's wild out here.
The odds of being attacked by a shark, 1 in 4 million. The odds of a woman being raped by a man, 1
and 6.
Not even close. These are the total amount of men arrested for that crime in a given year, which is a total of 16,267 men arrested for that crime. Now let's assume that every one of these arrests turned into a conviction and they were all found guilty. The population of women in the year that I got those crime statistics from was 166.6 million. When we take the amount of women that were raped that year by the total population of women, we see that we get 0.0097%, which is the equivalent of 1 in 10,309, not 1 in 6. What is that, feminist math? See, this is why you do your research before just going on TaylorSwiftStatistics.org and spreading misinformation. That's so tough.
1986, feminists gone left. The cycle continues.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married.
Not one hand.
Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One. The rest of you who don't plan to get married, why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, and then you don't want the commitment.
You're gonna split the responsibility.
I wouldn't want no.
Don't want the commitment. Don't want to be locked down. Want to play the streets.
And holding me down, because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. I didn't have a father. My father wasn't in the home, so, you know, it really, male figures are not substantially important in the family.
Oh, how we know that is not the truth. Oh, how recent data is smashing that false idea. 20 years later.
You would not have heard such things said so freely because they were not embraced so widely. The strong family was still the backbone of Black America, and 3 out of 4 children had both parents at home. That is true no longer. Most Black children are now growing up without their fathers. The result is a world turned upside down as children copy what they see and repeat what they learn. LaDawn said she didn't have a father in her home and doesn't think her children need one. She's not unusual. Half the Black families today are headed only by a woman. Florinda said she could make it on her own as a single parent. She has never been married and is raising her daughter without a man's help. She's not unusual. Today, nearly 60% of all Black children are born out of wedlock.
And I guess we're living in the time in which we're seeing this experiment play out. Not good, friends. Not good at all.
If your man doesn't want you walking out in revealing clothes, are you listening to that?
Absolutely not. It is a major sign of insecurity.
What if it's a major sign of respect and preference?
What do you mean by that?
Preference. He doesn't want his woman walking out looking like a city girl. She's outside, like she's single. It's just a respect thing.
Guys will approach you, but you could tell them respectfully that you are with somebody.
Amazing.
If it's an insecurity thing, have a conversation.
In the court of law, you can't be wearing a hat inside of a court in front of the judge. That's a sign of disrespect. They'll actually kick you out of the courtroom. So that's what I mean by it's a sign of respect when you don't wear half-revealing clothes when you're in a committed relationship.
I see your side, though. The sign of respect, I feel like that's tough because I think the respect thing is a matter of not giving into the men who are coming up to you. Women who want to flaunt their body is just for their own mental health half the time.
Amazing.
Which is
for their own mental health. Flaunting my body. Revealing my flesh to a man that's not my husband is for my own mental health. Who told you this lie? Who? Come forth to the front of the classroom.
What? Are you serious right now, bro?
I want to look good and I want to feel good, but if you're not giving into the men who are coming up to you and asking for your number, then I think it's okay.
When you're revealing your body online, is that for your mental health or is that for attention?
I think it is a matter of feeling good and making yourself feel good.
All men want you for is their body, and then they go off of that.
Isn't it like an insecure thing to be wearing revealing clothes for other men?
It could be. I'm not insecure in any way. I will go dress how I want to. I'm single. I know how to mingle. I will do whatever I want.
You want to find a man anytime soon? How about about this? Do you want to find a committed man anytime soon?
I would like to find a mature, committed man that loves me and only me.
Do you feel like acting single might hinder that?
I mean, I'm not gonna, I don't think I act single. I think I just am mutual all the time. I don't go out being like, hey, I'm single, come talk to me. Like, that's not how I am. If I go to
the clothes are saying that though.
Disgusting.
Right.
Any girl with any decency would never walk in the street with them on.
But they might wear one of the...
Disgusting.
Right.
Well, I don't know. It's really disgusting. I wouldn't...
British women react to low-cut dresses in 1964. Disgusting. Disgusting. Ha!
Try and catch on in Wolverhampton.
Well, I think it's just a gimmick, and I don't think any girl in their right mind would wear it.
I don't think any decent girl would wear one. I mean, they might be all right for these Debbie types in London at these parties, but I don't think they'll catch on in Wolverhampton.
Shots fired.
Is independent and she pays her own bills and she takes care of herself.
Then she's an average adult. Dude, our society needs to stop treating women like children deserving of admiration for accomplishing the most trivial of tasks. You wanted the patriarchy to be ended so bad, and now here's the consequence. You're not a child, you're an adult. Congratulations to adulthood. That is so tough.
This brother really be cooking him. He is single-handedly, I don't know, flaming and putting out the gender war at the same time, huh?
I was falsely accused of sexual assault.
This is crazy. Falsely accused of sexual assault. This brother.
Thrown in prison, bailed out on $250,000 bail with no criminal record. I hired a private detective. We learned that this person had done it many times in other states. They drugged me in the bar on camera, multiple eyewitnesses.
Did the person in question go to prison after?
They had zero interest in prosecuting a girl who made the story up, never showed up to court again. I had to fight for 11 months, and then when I was able to prove it with video evidence, they just dismissed me.
There are so many girls that do go through that, and to falsely accuse someone that they didn't do it, and then nothing happens to them. I think that's ridiculous.
Well, the problem is the women that do the false accusing, they really hurt the girls that really were hurt. I'm not going to let one evil person, when there's 100 great people and one bad person, I'm not going to let...
True. All the false accusers are just ruining it for those who have truly experienced sexual assault. It's so true. I can't even believe we live in a time where something like this could take place, and be all this evidence, and grown men in responsible positions would turn a blind eye and not care that injustice was served to another human being. God have mercy on your souls, man. The judge of the earth sees, and no unrepented, unconfessed sin will go unpunished in the judgment, friends. You better believe it. I'm Gordon McGee. This is the No Pills Podcast, Love Fully Scripted. And I'm signing off, and I'll catch you next week.